So, Tottenham Hotspur 3, Bodo Glimt 1. And we were there, one leg, one foot was dangling in the final. And we had to go and concede in a game where we were mostly comfortable. And Tottenham Hotspur did what Tottenham Hotspur do. We opened the door just that little bit, didn't we? We jarred the door open, leaving Bodo with that taste of blood, leaving Bodo Glimt with that bit of, that bit of vigour about them going into the second leg. Let's have a look at the game, shall we? Tottenham Hotspur came out like a house on fire. We're 1-0 up within the first minute of the game, and Brennan Johnson getting on the end of a cross in the 6-yard box as always, but this time with his head. After some good work by Bissouma to keep the game alive, cross comes in. Richarlison, who I thought was excellent first half, heads back. Brennan Johnson 1-0. And you're thinking, this is going to be a nice night. This is going to be a 4-5-0 night. By the way, I did predict 3-1. Let me just get that in before I continue this video. Anyway, 20-odd minutes later, whatever it was, Spurs are 2-0 up. A magnificent ball by Pedro Porro over the top. James Maddison, who I thought was brilliant on the night. Again, he is our player. He is the one that makes us tick. Brings it out the sky brilliantly. Puts the ball into the bottom corner. And you're thinking to yourself, one more and this tie is over. 2-0 at half time. 3-0. You're thinking to yourself, get it to 3-0 and this game's going to be over. We did. We did get it to 3-0. We're all in seventh heaven. I've sat there and said, this is now a Spurs, Man United, all English final. But Spurs, even with the penalty, which they're soft these days, aren't they, penalties? But it was a penalty. He did kick him. Back in the day, you're told to get up and play on. But he did kick him. He's going to be given. And a lovely, cool as ice penalty from Dominic Solanke, who I didn't think did a lot else, but cool as ice got the penalty. 3-0, guys and girls. Game is done and dusted. The game's done and dusted. The tie's done and dusted. And Tottenham Hotspur are going to play in a European final for the second time in 6 years. But no, Spurs had other ideas. And James Maddison went off injured. Really pivotal moment. When James Maddison went off injured, I thought that the whole front line stopped connecting. Maybe just me. He is the one with the out ball. He is the midfielder that gets into the 10, plays those balls out wide into the forward. When he came off, I thought we started to look all a bit at sea. The press had kind of gone. Bodo were having a lot more of the football, which you would expect being 3-0 down. They just started to nice passing across the back, not really going anywhere, no real danger. But then a really, really poor goal from a Spurs perspective to give away. 3-0 up, cruising. I'm thinking to myself, this is as easy as I thought it was going to be. I've said to everyone, we should be beating Bodo over 2 legs. And then the ball nicely played down the left-hand side, put into our box. No one marking again, no talking, no defenders talking to each other, no one marking. And then they get the deflected shot over Vicario, 3-1. Now that 3-1 is significant, and we're going to come to that in a minute. But before we do, I want to give some praise. First and foremost, the 4-2-3-1. Yes, yes, yes. Stop the 4-3-3. The 4-2-3-1 gets the best out of nearly everyone. It gets the best out of James Maddison being able to play in the number 10 without everyone on top of him. It meant that the fullbacks weren't inverting today. If you actually watch the game back, Porro wasn't inverting. Udogie wasn't inverting. They were offering width going on the outside, and more than anyone. And the two I want to praise, Bentancur and Bissouma in that midfield. I don't like this term, but I'm going to use it. In the double pivot. When you ask Bissouma and Bentancur not to be number 6s and to actually play as box-to-box midfielders, they suddenly look better. This is not a coincidence. Bissouma tonight, I thought, was excellent from start to finish. Getting back, getting forward, getting tackles in, the amount of fires he put out, I thought he was brilliant. He's taken a lot of stick. Tonight, I thought he was brilliant. Bentancur was very good. I didn't think he was as good. For me, Bentancur, the one thing he needs to stop, he switches off at moments. He switches off, like at the end of that first half when they had that really good chance. He just switched off. He got the shot away. But the game for me turned when Maddison went off. And again, Kulu came on. For me, very disappointing. I think he has been for a very long time. Can't run, silly decisions, missed a couple of chances that were, for me, not the world's hardest chances, but he snaps at it. But let's go back to that Bodo Glimt goal and why that changes everything. Bodo Glimt are very good at home. Now, I'm still making us favourites. I know I have to caveat this because people don't listen. I still make us favourites to win this game. Okay? We shouldn't be going there as a Premier League club and letting a 2-goal lead slip. But if we look at Bodo Glimt, okay, I'm going to share my screen here. If we look at Bodo Glimt and we see the results they have had at home, they've had some very nice results. Only one defeat in this Europa League run. So if we look there, you see Bodo beat Porto 3-2 and they only had 10 men. Right? Then the one defeat, which was to Karabag. But after that, they've beaten Besiktas 2-1. Tel Aviv 3-1. They beat 20 5-2. Olympiacos 3-0. Lazio 2-0. And what you'll notice about those results, they're getting 2 goals minimum, 3 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals. Now, as I said, we should go there and be professional enough and see this through. But that goal, it just jars the door open, doesn't it? It makes it a little bit more than 3-0 we're there. Now, as I just said on my live stream, we score in the first 5 minutes in Norway. You're 3 goals clear again. Bish, bash, bosh, done in the final. They score in the first 5 minutes. Panic station set in. Now, a few other factors we need to factor in is that tonight they were missing their best players. Their best 3 players were all out suspended. They will be back, and especially Berg. Berg is the guy that makes them tick. He is the conductor of the orchestra. They've also got the plastic pitch, which we don't like. Now, I agree. I know what people will be saying now shouldn't be an excuse. I agree. But it's going to play a part. It's a smaller pitch. They're at home where they win a lot of games. They also are very hard to beat. And they're going to be up for it. This now makes the tie very interesting. Do I think we have enough to get through? Yes. Will we? I think we will. Have we just made the game very interesting when it probably didn't need to be? Yes. Love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Are we going to go there and win? How do we go and play there? Do we go there and do a kind of Frankfurt performance, an away Frankfurt performance? Do we go there and play inverted fullbacks? Do we go there and play gung-ho football? How are Bodo Glimt going to set up? What's that goal done for their confidence? They're going to have their players back fit as well. Sorry, back from suspension. I don't know how long their injuries are out for, so maybe 1 or 2 of them will be back. Will James Maddison play? Will Solanke play? But what I will say is this. I predicted 3-1. The game went how I thought it would. I always say a 1 because Spurs don't keep clean sheets that often. But we are 1 foot in the final. And Man United have just won 3-0 as well. So we are 1-0 away. Sorry, we are 1 foot away from an all-English final. Tottenham can do it. Tottenham Hotspur can do it. Will we do it? I bloody hope so, because the fans, everybody deserves something after this awful season. We deserve something to scream and shout about. We're nearly there. Please like, please subscribe. And come on, you Spurs.